Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been... It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jayhawks offense will get the ball first. We'll see what they can get done on the ground with Jalen Dupree. Turned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
I gotta tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking for space, it's Dupree. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quarterback will keep it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Jayhawks want to move quickly. That's reeled in. It's Kamara. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. That is something you just hate to see in the opening minute of a game. And the Jayhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thurman. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Made the grab in the end zone.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He'll bring it out. It's Godfrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So BYU's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Running inside, it's Davison. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Play fake, Sellers. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got it behind the line. It's Phillips. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. These two guys just on the same wavelength.
Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him.
Got a little grass. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive as well.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Touchdown, Kansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
He'll bring it out. It's Godfrey. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Sellers. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
What will they dial up on second? The run inside. It's Davison. Jukes his way for more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Sellers on the play action. Gets away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback there. He was able to somehow escape the sack and escape the negative play, but nobody opened downfield, and the end results in incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing, Sellers. With the catch, it's Phillips. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Davison. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy.
Maybe a crease. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They're setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He's out past the 35. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Catch in the middle, it's Sims.
What's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Mason. Catch open down the middle. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That's caught. It's Sims. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Dupree. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the outside. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Jayhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to pass. It's Mason. Get it out on the screen. At the 45, on his way. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense on the accelerator.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Dupree. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
3rd down play from the gun. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's past the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there and got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Working the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. BYU has this offense clicking. They go play action with Sellers. The short hands, it's Lyons. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Finding some room. Touchdown, Cougar! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Coming out with it, it's Thurman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. He'll take it himself. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Here's Sellers to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do.
Because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense...
You gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Makes the catch. It's Casper. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down.
Let you down a little bit, but he breaks a tackle, and now that second play, that second reaction. Let's see if this offense can make some plays when he does break a tackle and try to make something happen.
Sellers. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Sellers to the air again. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Wildcats with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. And now back to your game in Provo. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me at the half, this is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Pulls it on the option. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Mason. Got it in the middle, it's Thurman. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dupree. Got enough for the first. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time on target. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk!